What's going on, Eden Nights? This is Nate's Chocolate Convo 2. Welcome. I'm Nate, and this is the only podcast where building the man is the business. First thing first, if you would like to donate to this channel, go to $Angelic SW. That's capital ANGELIC SW. All caps, all together, including the dollar sign. Anything you donate, I will kindly use that and appreciate that to give you more godly content. Now, check this out. I did a short earlier and I proposed a question. And the question that I proposed went out to the homosexuals. And the question was, if you believe in the philosophy of being a gay man, that's your philosophy, that's your belief, then you should be willing to die for your belief. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in the Son. I believe in the Holy Ghost. So, if my life was on the line for that, then I would never denounce my belief because I really believe that from my heart, that I'm a Christian, this is why I live, and this is what I believe in. And if I have to die for it, then so be it. So, I just asked a question. If you believe in what you believe in as a gay man, then why would you have a problem dying for it? Meaning, if you was to go somewhere where people didn't believe the way you believe and wanted to hurt you, then why aren't you willing to die for it? Because that's your belief. That's what you believe in. And YouTube, it was a short, and YouTube took it down. They say it was hate. But how could that be hate if I'm asking a question? I'm asking a question about your philosophy, about what you believe in. Anytime you believe in anything, you should be willing to die for it. Muslims are willing to die for Islam. That's their belief. People that believe in nationalism will die for their nation. People that believes in the military will die for the military. Whatever you believe in, whatever you live by, you should be willing to die for it. Unless you don't really believe in that, and deep down inside you know it's wrong. You just like enjoying the fruits of pretending to believe in this philosophy. Like you get rewards for believing in a certain philosophy, but you're not willing to put your life on the line for it because deep down inside you really don't believe in that. Some people will call it what's the word, radicalism, being radical, but that's how you're supposed to be if you believe in whatever philosophy that you believe in. So when I did that vid for that short, they took it down and say it was hate and it was pushing hate. But how could they push hate or push any type of violence? It was a question that I was asking. And if you really believe that I'm pushing hate, then why so many videos about nigga this and nigga that? Why so many videos about I'll beat up this nigga, I'll beat up that nigga? Specifically a black nigga. How many vids got taken down for using the word nigga and using nigga in a threatening form? I'm going to kill this nigga when I see him. We have it all the time on records. We see it all the time on music videos, right on YouTube. They do not take down none of these videos, none of the music, none of the audio, none of that. So I can call you a nigga all day long, and you can call me a nigga all day long, and it's not hate. And you can threaten this nigga, and I can threaten you, nigga, and it's not violence, and it's not stirring up violence against niggas. It won't be taken down. It won't be taken down. It'll still be up. Might get a lot of views for it, but when I say something about a particular people, it's hate. Even I'm not pushing hate because I'm a Christian, and I'm not threatening them because I'm a Christian. but YouTube says is hate. So my viewers, my followers, if you're watching this video, ask yourself how many videos that you've seen on YouTube and the podcaster was calling another podcaster or a woman or a man, doesn't matter if they're black or white, calling them a nigger, and that video wasn't taken down. And it was threatening that individual, and their video wasn't taken down. Name one, at least one. See, YouTube is a agenda itself. It aligns us up. It aligns itself up with an agenda, with the people that's pushing the agenda. This is why when you say anything against homosexuals, unless you bring them up, you're not like. You don't have to say, if you say anything derogatory to them, anything threatening to them, that's different. We don't condone that. That's different. But if you just asking a question and they get upset, but these are the same people that will push same sex on a toddler, on a 8-year-old or 12-year-old who still don't know anything about sex yet, they will push that on them and will tell them a lie that your gender doesn't matter. You could be whatever you want to be. So if I decided one day to wake up and say, I want to be a pocketbook, would that be normal? And I go somewhere and find me a costume that looks just like a pocketbook, and I put that pocketbook over my body, and I walk around in the streets. And people ask me, what are you doing, Nate? Oh, I just decided today I want to be a purse. Tomorrow I might be a doorstop. The following day I might be a cup of coffee. The following day I might be air. The following day after that, I might be nappy roots or whatever. I could just be whatever I want to be. Because it's me. I don't need a gender. I just need to be me. I gotta be me. Yeah. I gotta be me. That sounds foolish. And the reason why I'm making this video, because I want my followers, I want my viewers to see what I'm talking about. Just think about it. Just think about it. What is this big movement? Factor out the drama. Factor out the hate and the back and forth, and they should have rights to. Just think about it. Why is everything geared toward pushing their movement, their lifestyle on people, especially children? Especially children. My thing is this: let that child grow up to be a man or a woman, and let them choose. Let them choose where they want to be in life, whether they want to be a man or a woman. Let them choose as an adult. Not 2 years old, not 3 or 8. They are children. They don't know anything about sex or sexuality or gender. Why would you push that on a child? And why aren't a lot of these pastors talking about it? Besides Pastor Geno Jenkins out of Philly. See, once you become a man or a woman, you can do whatever you want to do. My problem is, because I have kids, you start pushing that on the children. And you're so sensitive Unless I'm bigging you up, I can't even ask a question on how far are you willing to go in belief of your philosophy. That was the question that I was asking on my short. Are you willing to die for your philosophy? I'm willing to die for mine. It was just a question. YouTube took it out. Fine. So I'm doing this video for my viewers, my followers, anybody that's watching. Just think about it, of what I'm saying. If you are real about your philosophy, about what you believe in, shouldn't you be willing to die for it if you have to? It's a question. Whatever you believe in, if you believe in family, shouldn't you be willing to die for your family if you believe in family? So if somebody asks you, are you willing to die for your family? Why would you get upset? That's your philosophy. You told everybody that you believe in family. So when someone asks you, are you willing to die for your family? Why would you be upset? Why? See that? Just think about what I'm saying. Just think about what I'm saying. So before I break out, you know, this doesn't have to do with anything about what I was talking about earlier, but it's something else to make you think. Haven't seen the interview, but I already knew that that's what it was already. They said Jeannie Ma finally came out of why her and Gigi got a divorce. Some people say she cheated. Some people say it was the attitude. I don't know about the cheating part, but definitely the attitude. Now, how you know this, Nate? Well, easy. I can tell how she was talking about her first husband. How she was saying that I told him I didn't want any children. And she said with attitude. And then she said some other things too. I can be that chick, that'll get in your face and say this and say that. She said that right on the View when they was talking about it. I was raised to be strong and this and that and the third. You knew right then and there. She not only had an attitude, she had anger issues. She can get angry really, really quick and really, really vicious. I'm surprised it lasts this long. And she thought Young Jeezy was the simp. She's gonna stay with me forever and just let me do whatever I want to do. Bad attitude, no attitude. And Jeezy was like, nah, I'm the snowman. Yeah, I'm the snowman. I can have any woman I want. Now, I'm not a bad looking dude. I have money. I'm respected in my field of entertainment. I don't have to stay here and take that. I'll grab my money. I'll grab my house and my vehicles and go on about my business and leave you right where you stand. And that's why they got a divorce. Now, he can't control if she cheated. If she did, I don't know if she did. He can't control that. The only thing he can do is, once he find out, deuces. Give her the peace sign. Don't curse her out. Don't call her name. Don't put your hands on her. Call your lawyer. Tell him the situation. Prepare for a divorce. I'm out of here. I can find somebody way better than you. I can go overseas and find a wife and bring her back here or stay over there. I have money. And this is what I'm trying to get you Christian men to understand. as well as the men that's not Christians to understand. The power is with you. Here, a woman does not have any power over you. The only power she has over you is the power that you give her. You don't have to stay and take anything. When God made Eve, he didn't break no molds, meaning he made more. One man's trash is another man's treasure. What Peter won't do, Paul will. You can find a woman, she will see you as trash. You can meet another woman, equal in looks or not better, that will see you as treasure. You can meet a woman just like Peter and won't do this and won't do that, and meet a woman like Paul, and she will do this and she will do that. But it's how you think. You put your mind in scarcity when it comes to women, and sometimes when it comes to money and health and other things. It's a mindset. It's the way that you think. I have my lady now, but I understand if she don't want to be with me for what reason, if she choose to, God didn't break no mold. He made other women that will love me for me. Because women change. They actually change quicker than a man. A man can be set in his ways. If he change, he'll change for the better. A woman, she can change overnight because she operates out of emotions. Her emotions fluctuate up and down all day, all week, all month, and all year. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. One minute she happy, next minute she borderline want to go to hell because she operates out of emotions. So you have to understand it, and that's all women. That's white, black, Asian, Latino. That's all women. Domestic, foreign, doesn't matter. If she's a woman, she operates out of emotions. And you have to know that as a man to understand any day she can leave, whether you're married to her or not, because she's emotional. How she was 5 years is not how she's going to be the next 5 years. How she is in her 20s is not how she's going to be in her 30s. How she's in her 30s is not how she's going to be in her 40s. How she is before she had your child or children is not how she's going to be after she has your child or children. Because they operate out of emotions versus we operate out of logic. You have to know that. It will cut down on the whining and crying over women. It will cut down of you. Instead of chasing your goals and your dreams and your purpose, you chasing them. And most of them don't want to be caught. You like Pepe Le Pew chasing that cat that he thinks is a skunk. Don't realize that's just white paint on his back. You chasing a woman, don't realize that's not even a woman. Oh, did I dare say that? You dudes are chasing other dudes and don't even know it. You so caught up in lust and chasing women, you don't even realize that's not even a woman. That's a man that looks like a woman. And he's trying to play hard to get as if he was a real woman. You so lustful, you don't even realize unless you get up close on them, you paying attention to what you're looking at, or they tell you. You don't realize that's a man, that's a dude that you're chasing. You have the Pepe Le Pew syndrome. What you see is what not is what not it is. To say all that is men, black, white, Asian, Latino, saved, unsaved, Christian, non-Christian, start using this. Whether you're young or old, start using your head. Look back and start assessing people and situations and things. It will keep you safe. It will keep you at peace. It will keep you out of jail. It will keep you out of a early grave if you just start thinking more. American men, we have a problem with using cognitive skills, meaning being able to think instead of just doing. We jump at something, we just start doing. I used to be like that. Just do something. You get caught up. You see, unlike a lot of you guys, I had grandfather, father, uncles, older cousins, friends of my grandfather and father, and uncles and older cousins that always kept me straight. So I always heard how a man should move. I just had to start moving in it. I was always around real men. Always, all my life. I'm the dude that was around real men. And it stuck with me to this day at 44. The advice, the wisdom they gave me, and one of the wisdom that they gave me is a man is always thinking. This is a thinker's man game. You gotta think out here. If you don't know how to think, if you wasn't taught how to think, how to sit back and assess a problem, you in deep doo-doo. Because it's so much going on in the world. There's so much going on in the States. If you don't have the ability to sit back and look at something and at least ask yourself this question: why they doing that? Why they doing this? Who is that? Who is this? Why they sit them over here? Why they looking at me like that? You have to be critical about everything nowadays. Why they put this building over here? Why they started this business and put it over here before you walk into that business? You have to watch signs and watch your surroundings. Watch who you're around. Watch what you say. Watch what you do. That takes critical thinking skills. You got to be able to think, okay, should I say that? Should I say it this way? Unless you just don't care. That situation with YouTube's, I actually thought about it when I did the short. I said, well, I'm not trying to offend them because this is not a offensive video. It's just a question, and that's why I worded the way I worded. It wasn't to offend them. It was just to, if you believe in what you believe in, you should be willing to die for it. And they still took it down. But even then, I thought about it could have been worse. They could have shut down my whole channel if I had actually said something derogatory. But I thought about it and said, no, if I say it this way, that can easily be, oh, that's derogatory. We shut down his whole channel. So that's why I didn't word it that way. I worded it the other way. So I thought about it. And before I end on this is just a thought just came. Shouts out to the homie Hassan Campbell out of New York, out of the BX. And the reason why I say shouts out to him is because it takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of courage to do what he's doing. He's going against a whole industry. He's speaking against a whole industry. And if you don't know who Hassan Campbell is, go to his channel, Hassan Campbell. Just type it on YouTube and it'll pop up. He's going against drug dealers, game bangers, pedophiles, entertainers that's with the detrimental things that's going on in our communities. They're with it. They support it. So he's going against them. He's putting his life and his family life on the line to tell you the truth about these individuals. That they're all tied in together. That takes guts to do that. You gotta have a real iron heart to do that. Because when you start speaking like that, and you take a flashlight and shine it on the things that they're doing in the industry and outside the industry that lines up with the industry, this pedophilia going on, why there's drugs in the community, and a lot of these rappers is attached to them in the games. A lot of it has to do with money, and power and control. So when he takes that flashlight, which is his voice, and shines it on these situations, he starts messing with people's money, and people get upset, as well as their freedom, because the police is looking now like, oh, who's that? Okay, we need to watch this person, or we need to watch this area, and this is why they're upset with him. They don't care about his message; they care about the effect of the message that he's giving to the people, especially young people. And that's why I say, shouts out! I tilt my hat to Mr. Campbell out of New York City. I tilt my hat to him, because that takes heart to do that. Knowing how the wolves work. The wolves, the goons on the streets, don't like what he's saying. There's a few of them that respect it, but a lot of them don't like what he's saying. And I'm pretty sure he has to walk around with his hammer a lot, or walk around ready to get busy because of the message. He's not hurting anybody. He's telling the truth. I watched his videos. He's not lying on anybody. He's not calling anybody out on some old, I'm just making. He's calling them out on the detrimental things that they are saying and doing that's affecting their community, especially the children. And they don't like that. So I took my hat to Mr. Hassan Campbell. Be blessed, brother. Watch yourself out there. The devil is always at work. So I'm about to sign off, but thank you, Idiot for watching. If you like this video, share these videos with other men. Share it as much as possible. Share this video, please. But most importantly, receive the info and apply the info, and you will see a difference. As always, 1, 2, peace.